stroke, you know. But again, you must follow certain rule or guidance to produce landscape architecture drawings. So let me stop sharing here. Okay, let me back uh, to share my slide. So later, I would like to show it to you some of your senior work. So in terms of how you organize your drawing, scales, symbol, colors, you know. Okay, just now I already showed it to you using a shadow. So I believe that you already draw your some symbol of vegetation, so and shrub, so you can okay, in the design, so normally is the feature are not separate separate entity, right? So normally a shrub and trees will be combined, and as well as your setting, for example, the shelter, seating, all right, maybe you have a sculpture wall. So that's another exercise, but to train it first, so you draw it one by one. But of course, in the design field, so you need to combine all that, become a composition. That's why if you look the book of the foundation of landscape architecture, it's already show some arrangement, composition of the elements, landscape element, where you learn that in our class, introduction of landscape architecture. So both is important for me. Understanding of design element, and also understanding of your drawings. So both are important because of you produce a drawing. A drawing shows how competent you are in terms of designing a landscape or environment. But another one aspect is the how competent you are in terms of producing a graphic. So the graphic normally shows some communication, okay, interpretation, right, of your design work. So that's why both components are very important for you to come up with the good design process and design work. So this is another example. When you want to put shadow, it must be a same angle. Of course, that for example, if you using the bottom shadow, so you must be, consistently continue with other features. It cannot be sometimes bottom some features in the top shadow, maybe side, the left and right. So because what we can see, normally we use a shadow to show the depth of the object. So that's why the angle must be same, but it's depend on the height, because the height of the features could be different due on the element. Such as, for example, like just now I show it to you, the uh, palm, shadow are a bit different, compare a bit. It looks like I draw a simple line there to show the trunk, right? The shadow, but or as well as the canopy or the leaf. But if you using a tree, so it's also depend on the shape. For example, you can see here pyramidal canopy will be different shadow compared with bounded canopy. So that's why when you put a shadow, it's also depend on the characteristic of the plant. Okay. I think this one is already put some colors on it. I think so you can see when we put shadow, all right, and also the formatting of the work, so it's more organized. Okay, so you can see that, as well as the form. Okay, this one I think I will already explain to you. So let me show some example of your senior work. Although that this is a computer material, but I think it's good to share to you. Let me try to find it here. So I now you can see this is the example of the formatting of of your drawings. Of course, before you come up with the design work, normally we start with the analysis, inventory analysis, and synthesis. So the combination of graphics come from the some drawings element, such as the diagram, text, a title block. Okay, for example, you can see at the bottom there the name of the project, the name of the author or designer, Leong Mong Yi, and the supervision. This is a part of the studio work. Of course, later on when you are going out outside there, in your office, so you will use your logo, the office name and address. Then also the numbers of pages. So easy for your client to be referred. And you can see start with the key plan and location plan. So on top of it, what you can see here, right? You can see this. I cannot use. Oops. Oh, it's no pen to be used. So I think it's fine. So you can see the key plan normally is a regional map to show the exact location of the area. Then followed by the location. Location map could be a district to show the, the location of the site. So then you have a site plan. So there are three direction there. One, a key plan to show in the regional form, for example, a state. Then you go to the next one is a location plan to show the location of your area in the district, that particular district. Then the last is the site plan. So that's why I mentioned about how you start with the key plan, location plan, and site plan. But of course, your study area are much more on the site plan and also location plan, because also on that particular area, so you need to take a look at the context, how the context can also influence the site. And what you can see here as well, using different type of colors to show a land use. So normally we need to consider the land use pattern, such as commercial, residential. There are some standard, not just simply we can color it, right? The color code are come from the planning department. So some work we need to refer to others agencies as well. Okay, so what you can see here, the combination of map, the text and some diagram. For example, you can see the symbol of vision, mission. So to make your drawings more interesting to read, more interesting to see, as well as you can see the picture down there, as well as the figure, some figure, maybe some analysis on the community or people activities there, right? So this is then you can have the some quick simple diagram, okay, statistic. So this is normally a first or second board to give an overview about the place. Okay, so later when you start the design, so of course there is more detail a bit. So this another another kind of composition to show the analysis. So you start to put the site plan there. So this is the vegetation plan. So all the vegetation factors need to be here, not just a map, but also the images, the plant species that you can find it at the site, and you can also have the microclimate study. So using modeling, okay, to show the shadow casting. So the process of uh, design can be understood from your theoretical that you learn from landscape architecture, introduction of landscape architecture. But here, actually, much more on how you can compose all the material images become one presentation, as well as the description there. So you can see, of course, this is in using computer, but more easy to organize. But for your case, in the early years, so you need to use your manual competency to produce all this work. For example, the site plan, colors. You can use computer. You need to draw using watercolor or markers. Markers for me is more easier because to control and to maintain is much more comfortable compared with watercolor. So that's why if you're asking me, I'm normally preferred using markers. So you can see the process start from inventory, analysis, synthesis. Yeah, synthesis is basically about the conclusion. This is just trying to understand the composition. So it's not just a map. I'm not explain to you much on the process because I think this is part of the introduction. But some may be okay. At least that's why I think in this class and design communication and the introduction is a bit related. So that's why you need to understand a bit on the theoretical part, and also you need to understand how to apply some skill that you can produce some work or drawings, presentation work, okay, analysis. So here it's not just a map. You can see a section to show your inventory. So you draw a section, but what do you want to show it? You must know every drawing, every material that you put it here, the graphic shows some interpretation as well as the photo. When you go to the site, of course you need to take photo, right? So your photo that you took on site, you must be interpret something to you or to your into your design process. For example, talking about the visual. So is it the visual are good, bad? So we can see from this photo, or you want to show, for example, the hydrology. So you must take all the hydrological elements there, including the monsoon rain, river, water bodies. Okay, so this is a part of the process. But again, here you can see the composition of plan, section, photo, right? Table, text of the description must come together, and also your formatting, yeah, the title block. So you can see mostly in the graphic exercise, so 60% or even 65% come from your graphic work, not much on text. Okay, so text is just explain a bit some significant information, but the rest are much more on how you can show it in your uh, drawings, images, yeah, or diagram. So this another example, and so you can see this the all process, the all process. So using a symbol will interpret something. For example, using a line, a triangle, form of, you can see like a fan there. So show the entry point. You can see the blue line there to show the corridor or the circulation, and the outer ring road using a orange line. So again, that every graphic that you put it here, you must be describe something, okay, as well as the photo. So you also need to know that using using a photo image also is very important to show some view or some observation when you go to the site. So the photo can describe the elements that you find there, whether it's good, bad, okay, moderate or poor. So that's why taking a photo also important, not just orang cakap tu suka-suka. No, it's not just simply that you want to take a photo like you take yourself there. No. So in the landscape architecture or in the professional work, kita ambil gambar tu, when we take a picture, we want to see the place. So we want to see very firm. When you're talking about the hydrology, you really study about the hydrological image of a site. If you're talking about the visual, so you must take the potential of visibility there, or the visual, okay, visual element at site. So the photo skill also important, not just about the drawings, line, form, symbol, but also the photography work also. For me, I think it's important to be competence in terms of how you can integrate that later on in your design work. Is there any questions so far, guys? Are you okay?
Okay, okay.
All right. This is as guide. Yeah? Of course, I don't have this manual work, but it's the same. It's just a matter of using a different type of tool. So in manual, you produce manual. In computer, you use computer. But I think when you go upper years in the second year, so they will allow you to use a computer. But however, in this stage, so you need to write. So that's why handwriting is very important. You cannot get just one or three times or 10 times, but to make a proper handwriting, architectural handwriting, maybe you need to do a lot of practices. So maybe you can have like 20 times of practicing. So later on, you need to write here manually, not using a computer. It depend on your studio master, but normally we want to see in these early years, especially when you are in the first year, first semester, second semester, you need to practice your freehand work. Freehand work. Okay, so you need to draw a plan using a graphic, using colors. But it's same. For example, over there on the synthesis plan, what we can see using a computer technique. It's maybe much more easy, of course. Just using Photoshop, you can put the line there, but in manual you need to draw by your own hand. Okay, but again the interpretation there you can see the uh, interpretation or the description finding. So the author put around it, okay, to show the area how potential they are. So that's why the composition of the text and the graphic is very important. Okay, so you can see the legend describe all meaning of the colors up there. All right, then you can see the overall statement, strength, weakness, opportunities, and threat. So they use a SWOT. This author use a SWOT technique to analyzing the site, and they put in the table form. And below they have a synthesis. And what you can see from here as well is no empty space in this paper. This is A1 paper. So your paper need to be comprehensive, full with description, photo, diagram, okay, statement, okay. You need to compose it. So what you can see, most of this poster already uh, fill up with the information. Then start with the concept. So this is a schematic design idea. So it's, the design state is not yet coming up. So this author just to show the direction of the suggestion, how the site could be later on. So for example, the project goal, the project objective, the design approach, okay, the concept. So the interpretation of the concept could be derived from the various type of diagram. So design tu later lah kemudian. Tapi what you can see design strategies to show again playing with elements, diagram, form, right? So what you can see here as well, how the author already divided. On the left side is more text explanation, and you can see the consistency of the using background of this poster. For example, the using a olive color, more green. Then you can see the bottom, the title block, and the content in the middle, and this content, this paper already divided into a three column, not three row, three column. So you can see one is about the statement or the project goal, objective, issue, and potential. In the middle, so the author put as design approach, and below is a design strategies. So you need to organize it, okay. And what you can see here as well is no empty space in this paper. So all corners fill up with the information. Dekat studio nanti we apply it, okay. So in the studio I believe that you need to apply it. So in the design concept, this is part of the introduction as well. So you can see in the design concept we are using normally a simple graphic. It's not design, it's just to show our design intention. So you need to draw very simple tree, people, okay, form, right? This is then you can see on the right side the urban forest with the schematic ideas. So again, how the symbol, form, colors, drawing line, playing around. Okay. So this need to be organized. So seperti saya memang the organization of drawing is very important because kita tak boleh nampak dia macam we cannot show our work like some are not really much completed. So that's why don't leave your drawing some negative space or empty space. Fill up with the photo, fill up with the diagram, fill up with the statement. Sometimes you don't have ideas to write on, so you just put photo and you just give some quick description of that particular photo. Nampak dia penuh. So my suggestion is to get better in your work, make sure your board must be full with the information. Your information can be derived from statement, text, diagram, image and photo. You kena nampak macam ni lah. Okay. And here I think the designer already start on the suggestion of the schematic design ideas. Example, the proposed plans. Okay. So this is part of the graphic exercise, design communication, because whatever you put here on board, so you need to explain it to your client. So what are the proposed vegetation coming up later in your proposal? What are the hardscape concept? So maybe you want to choose a modern concept or maybe a more like different, just using one or two colors. It's depend on you as a designer. Okay. So you can see in this stage, we are allow you to use borrowed images. So maksudnya dekat mana-mana image ni uh, you can use this as part of the to show the direction of your work or design. Tapi bila management spend tak boleh. In your schematic, you can borrow, but of course you need to put the citation, your reference. And this is the master plan. This is all in using a computer. So you can see the block, the building block. This is the maybe the office and apartment. So in the middle you can see the garden, and you can see the building. So you can see the depth. So this is using computer, but in manual also same. You can just put shadow. You can play with the thickness of the line to show the building perimeter. Okay, and inside there you can see the trees, plus with the shadow. You can see the water. So the graphic tile. Okay, the graphic uh, uh, explain your design work. Okay, your design ideas. So that's why it must be readable, must be visible, and also must be clearly describe all your design exercises in these drawings. For example, kalau gunakan color, blue always associate with water, whether they want the water swimming pool or water features. So you also can have a different type of blue. So, section. Okay, this is in a computer, but of course you need to draw a manual later on. So this is in using a computer. You can see the space there, residential area, interactive sculpture zone, rain garden. So normally when we draw a section, it must be a meaningful section to show the space or character. So bila kita nak draw section tu, think about where we should draw a section line, because through the section line we can see the atmosphere of that particular landscape setting. So, kita boleh nampak landscape setting tu macam mana. Even the hierarchy, the different of topography, level. Okay, so it must be shown clearly in the sectional drawings. So what you can see from here, the features as well. For example, the playground, the what they call it, the canopy deck there. Okay, the building behind it. So it's very clear. Okay, that's why sometimes that we don't need you to come to the office to present it. So once you submitted your work to your clients, so they also may be able to read and to understand your work. Okay, this is a 3D drawing. So not just about 2D, which is not just about plan on plan. So here we can see the view, the different type of visual, okay, to show different type of character or spaces. So again, that of course this is in computer. You can see a bit uh, comprehensive because of more easier to get this template of human figure. Okay, you can put it there to show the different type of activities and character. Okay, so that's why 3D is very important, three-dimensional drawings. But of course, this is in the computer, but later we will share the manual work. So you can see the master plan. Here, this is what they call it the detailed area plan. So one of the area, so the designer enlarged or detail up a bit to show the playground space. So when this poster uh, uh, print up, what we can see the arrangement of the vegetation, the arrangement of the children playground garden. We can see the topiary plant there. We can see the water feature. So setiap yang dibuat ni, every you draw it here, they must describe certain meaning, ideas behind it. And then don't forget to put the legend. Okay, okay. This is all the detailed area images. Uh, I, what I want you to see the composition of the board. Okay, it's very important. So always make your board fully complete with the all material like this. So we can see that you are really put tremendous effort on producing a good drawings like this. Kalau kita ada lompong tu kan empty space, so maybe it's very hard to see your completeness of your work. Any questions so far? Okay, this is the poster to show the ideas. I think that before you start design, so maybe you can get some clues from your internet, from your some references books. Okay, so you can summarize it into this kind of form.
Udah. Sini dah. Ah.
Okay, this is some of the your senior work. I think that for
Oh,
me,
lihat tuh. Ini.
so again that this is another. So just to see the graphic work. Okay, don't much not much on the process because that's in our introduction classes. Okay, but you
Sini.
can see here it's more organized, right? So the plan, the photo, text. Okay, so you can see the section. Okay, you must have a plan, a section, and photo as well. This is another type of work as well as the 3D. Yeah, so you can see the master plan. It's very clear to show the river and the town area and the landscape. Okay, is there any question up to now?
Doctor,
Yep.
earlier for the format and title block and the
Hmm.
border and the notes and so on,
Hmm.
do you have to practice it from now for the tree drawings, truck, farm,
After this,
sketching?
yeah, after this, you can practice it. To put in the frame. Okay, then later you can transfer all your work there. Example like what you have done before, you can you know you can store in the folder, and you also can draw another drawings, so you can put in the format, because before this you don't have a format, so you just draw a very free kind of work, right? So
Hmm.
without any border, any format. So that's why now I'm sharing to you some formatting. So after this you can put your drawing in the format in that you can create it based on your creativity. So in terms of the dimension, it's depend on you. I'm not for me. It's not necessary for me to give you, for example, like the border. Of course, that you can have a 1 cm, right? 1 cm. So maybe you can do 1.5. If you take a small space up to 2, maybe you have a not so much space for your graphic work. So in the border, normally you can have a 1 cm or 10 mm. So your title block could be a 4 cm at the bottom. Yeah. So that is depend on you. I'm not much restricted in terms of how you compose all your border and also the title block.
Okay, understood. Thank you, Doctor.
Okay. Is there any of you willing to share your work now? Isfar, some work already been shared to me.
Yes,
I
teacher.
now I encourage
I
you
can
to
share.
share. Yeah.
Just give me
Maybe.
a moment. Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
just one.
So yes.
Yeah, so this was my work. These were some shrubs and trees. This is a tree. And you asked us to sketch the kitchen or outside the house. So this was my favorite building of
Oh,
Notre Dame in Paris. So I sketched
okay.
this from online picture, and these are some more shrubs. And this is the hardscape materials, the bricks, the sand, the timber, archways. This is a tree.
Okay.
These are some from architecture, the doors and windows. And this is the grid, the straight line practice. And this one is not mine.
Tulang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much, Isfar, for sharing that. I think your basic fundamental drawings, I think is fine. But after this, we need to compose well. Okay.
Hmm.
So, example, you can have a draw line, so you can put in the frame. Okay. In the border, you can put your title block there. So the trees vegetation also you haven't started, right? So after this, all this need to put in the border, okay, in the frame. Okay, you need
In
to
a
put
film.
that. Yeah. I have some, but last time I already scanned this. This is example. Oh, sorry. Can you see here? So
Yes.
this is the how you improvise your work. So this is the A3. So you can have a title block there. So you
Hmm.
can put the title there. And this is the hardscape work. Okay, hardscape work.
Yeah.
So you organize it into a different type of pattern, but you need to organize. So below you can see the title block.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
the
Title
title
block
block
here.
here. All right. Last time I scanned, but I need to research and share it to you. But to put it here, your raw work just now that what you share, this is fine. You just submit it, okay? But after this,
Okay.
everyone need to be organized. This is fine. That's why
Okay.
at the first place, I just give it to you to draw. Okay. After
Hmm.
this, need to be organized. Our work. This is example of the hardscape. You can see. This is one of the uh, good work. This one is coloring. Wait. This is the handwriting practice. Okay.
Yes.
So you can see the title block again below. So you can see the border, and in the middle you can put the text writing. Okay. And this is the line exercise. So you can practice it again. Do it in this form. So you can have this a title, a line exercise. For example, here horizontal and vertical line. So then down here you can put the title block. So in the title block you can put your name, your design, sorry, your subject code. For example, 1842, is it 1642?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then your metric number, your name and the date. I try to share to you later on. I need
Okay,
to
sure.
research that. Because last time I already scan it using my phone, then I can share. But here just want to show it to you first. Okay, this is the line weight practice. Okay, this is
Line
one of
weight.
the good example. Yeah. So say this is not line weight. This is just a line,
Yeah,
the
this
vertical
these are
line,
lines.
just
Yeah.
a vertical line practice. This is the horizontal.
Okay.
Okay, I hope that you can see because I'm using my camera. Okay, last time. Um, so this is the vegetation. Actually, before I ask you just to draw it, right? Then you organize. For example, you can see this is need a good composition. So when you put this one, 2, 3, 4, and below also 4, it is more organized. Okay. No need to put color. Later, I will teach you how to put color. So just black and white first. But
Okay.
do it like this. Okay. Okay, guys. Boleh faham the rest?
Boleh.
Okay.
Faham.
This is the hardscape. For example, a stone. You can do a water.
Teacher, your mic is off. Your mic.
Okay. This is the elevation of the plants of the trees. So I think I give him many example, right? So you just trace. Yeah. If you have difficult, you trace, or maybe you can draw it based on that reference. But below, you need to put the title. Okay. So this is quite it's a very good example. Okay. And also, another exercise is about human figure. Okay. So this is another exercise. So
These
you
are
draw
human
into,
figures. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, okay.
So you can see some example from my note, and maybe you also can refer from there are a lot of references in the internet. Okay, then you put this because, like I said to you, when we draw a sketch, so we need to draw to put people in order for us to show some activities. So for example, this fella they draw many kind of people character. This is fine. It's part of the exercise. Then sketches. This is your senior work when she's in the first year. So sketches. So you can organize like this as well. And the title of the sketch, then you can put the format. Okay, drawing format down here. Can you see it, guys?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Uh, Plan later. So the perspective I will after this next class I will show you how to draw perspective. So this again a sketch. Okay, a sketch. You need
Yeah.
to do a lot of exercises. Okay, so let me show it to you. Maybe some important. when you want to make a quick sketching. Let me share it. I'm using my iPad work, I think. Back to my iPad. So just now I show it to you, all right? Okay. So yeah, I think it's fine that, for example, you want to draw a walkway. Okay, you can practice the hardscape. So you want to draw a stone. Just see example. So this is the hardscape. For example, this is the walkway. Okay. So that maybe you can see the uh, walkway. Then over there you can have a trees around it. So you can practice.
Doctor,
Yes.
I want to ask just now, the work showing by the shown by the doctor is vertical, right? But I thought my work is not all vertical. Some are horizontal. Is this okay?
So it is fine.
Okay.
It's no big issue.
Okay. Thank you, doctor.
Okay, right. So for example, this is the composition. But again, you can see this is not so much on it's no thickness, different outline profile. So you can have a different outline profile. It's more bigger, so you can have a shadow later on, right? Shadow there. So this is about the composition. But the graphic show how your trees and also the shrub uh, combine, and also the hardscape. So this is if we go more sorry, specifically on the detailed element. For example, you can also draw. This is the material of the roof. But again, that I said to you, you need to see a lot of example. This is just my drawing. There are a lot, thousand of example that you can follow. But it's again that later on is depend on you how you brush up your skill. In terms of sketches, I think this is also important. It need to be practiced a lot. So, example, you want to draw a perspective or a sketch. So you can. This is the vertical. Okay, the vertical line just for your reference. All right. Then you want to draw a building. You sketch. Uh, okay, that's the building. So you can see the building, and you can see the trees. So normally this is a perfect perspective. Okay. So when it's close to you, it's much more bigger, right? So maybe you can. This is the pedestrian. When you draw a sketch, when you start sketching, it's okay. You draw the outline first. Get the outline. Okay. It's not necessary for you to have a clean line. All right. So you can use you can try with many type of layer of line before you get a more good composition there. For example, this is a shrub, right? Shrub. So it's not necessary for you to have a very clean, okay, trees. So maybe you want to draw, you draw people here. So you need to uh, practice using a several type of line. Okay, then get the whole composition. That's why you can start draw the frame. Sorry. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, teacher.
So for me, I think that you need to practice it. Okay. So now you can see the space. This is the space. All right. So maybe at the back you can see the mountain, right? More the one the color. Okay. This is the trees. So all this vertical line must stand vertical. For example, when we see object, so this line normally all trees, lighting. For example, this is a lighting, right? Lighting. So the lamp post here, lighting post here must stand vertically. Okay, not like this. This is wrong. For example, you draw here, your lighting like this. This is wrong. Okay, so all the vertical line must stand vertical like this. Okay, but you need to practice. So you need to see a lot of example. Okay, so that's why I really urge you to draw more uh, sketches, do a lot of sketches, because for you to get all this composition of trees, building, people normally we use for to get the proportion, how big the components or elements there. So example, when you want to draw a people here, so we can see that is the trees, the scale. Okay, so sky. So now you done a quick, very quick sketch. So you, landscape drawing to show the composition of this element, the hardscape, softscape building, and also people activities. All right. So this need to do a lot of practices. For ISFAR, just now what you show is just the elevation of the building.
Yes.
Okay. So for example, when you go outside there, I want you to draw a space, a space. Okay, a space normally consists of various elements like this. This is a space, a garden. The garden uh, derived from a building composition, the trees, all this palm, yeah, this palm. Okay, uh, it's not when we when we say sketch, it's not necessary to have very detailed rendering or detailed texture of that particular element. It just give a composition and also the form. All right,
Yeah.
the form. But the spirit of the space we can see from here. Okay, the spirit means that the atmosphere. This is the atmosphere. Okay, the atmosphere. But of course, that you need to do a lot of exercises. You cannot just one or two. That's why I ask you to draw 10, 4. I'm not sure that how many I already give to you. 1 week at least you draw 2 or 4 sketches, because this manual is very important to grab the opportunity and your competency to draw as a designer. Okay, of course we have manual, we have also have a computer, but the both tool is for me, I think, is very important to uh, to equip you with a great skill that you can produce design work later on easily. So this need to do a lot of practices. Okay,
Okay.
so get example, get this composition. Okay, where is the scale here? The scale, right? Then the buildings. So you organize it. Not necessary for you to have a clean drawing. So this drawing also for me is like this kind of drawing is very good to show the how you get all this composition. Tak perlu sangat. No need to have very clean. No, because this construction mean the red line show how you get guidance in order for you to compose the all elements. Okay,
Right.
any more question? Is it okay, guys?
Yes.
Is any of you willing to show your work? Maybe Meng Hui Kok. How about you?
No, my sketch.
Sorry, your sketches.
Doctor want me to show my sketch.
Yes.
This is my.
Your work. Yeah. Let me stop sharing.
Can you? Cannot see. Okay.
Yeah, please, Meng.
Cannot see. I need to. Yeah.
That one better. Okay, this is your sketch.
Mm.
Wow, wonderful. Very good. Because now we can see the line profile and the form. Okay, next.
Next, ah.
You got other drawings? Yeah.
Yeah. No. Sketch only one. I haven't do other.
Okay, later on you can draw more.
Ah.
So how about your other works?
Other works.
Never mind, sharing is caring. It's fun, eh?
Yeah.
We learn from each other.
This.
Okay. Later on you need to organize it. Okay. Your line need to be consistent. When just now I show it to you, for example, maybe later I will show it to you again. The line, the horizontal and vertical. Okay, next. Okay, this is the mix between. Okay.
Great. This is great. And
How?
this.
Alright, doodling. Okay, the box of doodling hopefully cannot be overlap. It's okay, it's fine. This is just to practice. So later you need to have a box. And inside the box you organize it like
What?
this.
What box? Organize it. Means the
Uh,
box.
so wait. Maybe this group they don't have that. I want you to organize it by box like this first. They have a box inside
Oh.
there. So you have a 6, 1, 3, and 3. So one row is 2, 2, 4, 6. So divide into 6 box.
So I
It's
need to
okay?
redo again.
Yeah, of course. Never mind. This is part of the exercise. Okay?
Then how about
Because
the line just now? The line just now I need to redo again.
Yeah, you draw. You put the frame.
So,
All your work need to be submitted. Okay, don't throw it. Okay, most of your work need to be submitted. Okay.
so I need to draw another for include the border like that.
Yes. Yeah. After
Okay.
this, uh, that's fine because like I said to you, okay, that's good. Then after this, you just organize it. Okay. That's the hardscape. Okay, that's good. That is the hardscape, softscape. All right.
Soft sketch.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Okay, you already put some colors. I think for those who already maybe fine, you don't need to put the title, except some of the work only because just want to show. I think you can choose lah. You can choose some drawing to put the border and the format. For example, the vegetation maybe it's not necessary for you to put in the format. Okay, this is applied to everyone. So after this, you want to draw some adjustment, so you put in the format. For example, for your case, Ming, maybe Isfar, just now, some of your drawing you don't need to redraw again. Okay, except the line
Yeah.
now, because the line I think you need to revise a bit, redo a bit the line. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
for the vegetation, like Ming just now show it to us, so you need to redraw. This is fine.
The vegetation, which one? The box one?
The, no, the trees that you showed just now,
Uh-uh.
the tree symbol, that's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, yeah, that's fine.
So
That's
this
good.
I don't need to redraw again.
No, no need.
So I just add the box directly.
No, because that one is already in A3. Yeah,
Okay.
if you want to draw it again, never mind. Why not? Because you see, when I draw, when I keep drawings, so the skill are much more better. This is about this. That's why I said to you guys, this is not just about just submission. It's about your long years coming up to be a great designer, right? Because
Yeah.
if you have a good skill, great skill, it's more easier for you for your in the next future. Okay, but I think that's good, Meng. Thank you very much for sharing that. So maybe we
This
can
is
see,
the
yeah. Oh, the
what? Yeah.
plan.
The
Yeah.
tracing. Tracing.
Tracing. Last time. Okay, yeah. I asked you to draw just to copyright. That's good. Part of the exercise. Yes.
This is my another tracing.
Okay, very good. I can see clearly. Very good.
And this is the section and plan.
All right.
It's
Don't please use a more line thickness, different type of line profile in your plan and your plan and elevation. So I can see, I'm not sure here, I can see all line look similar. So you can use
this one. Section and plan.
yeah, it
Okay.
looks similar. So you can have some thicker lines, some lighter, or you can overlap. Okay, but I think generally I think you show very good work. Thank you very much, Meng. That's all, is it?
Yeah, that's all. So means that I need to redo the six board
Line.
and the line,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yes. I'm not saying redo, not the wrong
Okay,
redo it,
do
but
more.
yeah, do more. Yes, there's much more better word. Okay, because today I think last week also I shared some formatting. Then you now practicing input in the format. Okay, can we hear maybe just one more from others? Maybe I can call up a
Okay,
bit
thank you,
here.
Doctor.
Thank you very much. How about Afi Fauzan? Afi Fauzan? Okay. I'm not sure what happened with you. Atika, Eliana, Atika.
Yes, Doctor.
Yeah, can you show your work? Sorry.
Wait, I open my camera.
Doctor, doctor.
Yes. Yep.
Doctor, if my
Yuanzi.
like symbol of the tree all is draw in a border, but a bit bigger border, is it can? Or
Uh, l-
after Atika show, I will show it. Is it okay?
okay. Atika, hopefully the border are not so big now. Okay. So at least 1 cm or 1.5. Okay. Never mind. You can draw it again. It's very a simple exercise.
Okay, okay.
So this is my sketch. Um, Actually, I didn't do much, and this is one of it.
Uh-huh.
This
Okay,
is
that's good.
um, this
But
is
in your slide 1 and 2,
yeah.
please complete it. Yeah. I can see some space are empty, so you can fill up with yeah. For example, here you can put a three more symbol.
Oh, okay, okay. And um,
Okay, this is a shrub, right?
yes,
So later also you can put a shadow.
shadow. Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. Okay. How about others?
Wait.
I uh I think that you can take a look a lot of references, guys. So I really recommend you to see a lot of example from books. When we draw, please refer. Don't draw by your own self, because you are still learning. There are a lot of things that you need to brush out. So you must have a book next to you. When you draw, refer to the screen or to the now you can see also from your smartphone, from your laptop or your tab, right? Please refer. Okay, now it is very easy. There are a lot of example available for you to be referred. Okay, Tika. How
Okay.
about Lion and others? That's all.
This is my. You can see. Mm,
Okay.
I
Okay, good.
this is tak sempat buat.
How about your sketches?
Sketches. I only have one sketches.
Okay, nampak ramai just one, eh. So after this week, okay, that's good. That looks good. What is that in the mosque in
Oh
front
yes.
of your house?
Yes.
Okay, that's very good. So next week I want to see each of you this week come up with 3 sketches. Isfar, 3 sketches, eh?
Okay, three sketches. Okay.
Yes, this week. This week.
Yeah.
Because last time I asked you, I asked all you guys 4. So most of you just done one. So this week I want you to draw 3 sketches. Free time, go outside, draw. Okay. Next week I want to see 3 sketches, new sketches. Okay, Atika. How about your line exercise? Line.
Lines. Oh, I lose my line exercise.
Okay, you need to draw it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Okay. Yep. Thank you very much, Atika. Yep. How about yep, Z?
Yes, doctor.
Yes.
Wait. I change the um
Where are you now? Yep.
home my bilik.
Where is that?
uh
Where? Where are you
Bilik.
staying? The campus.
JB
Oh,
my
Johor
side.
Bahru. Okay, okay. All
This is
right.
the scrub,
Okay, that's good.
and this is the plum.
Wonderful.
This is the tree.
Okay, okay, it's good that wait, I think what you have show just now is about how she already organized it. Although it's not format, but I think you when you put the grid, it's more organized when you put a plant symbol. That's good.
So
Later you want to put a color, I think better you photocopy.
uh
Yeah, you want to
does
put
does
you,
that?
you you can put shadow as well.
Okay, okay. And I just sketched my house.
Okay, fine, that's good.
And
You need to play more line weight, eh?
yeah. And this is
Doodling
the pattern of the
or pattern. Okay,
uh,
okay, that's good. Using a pen, right?
this
The one,
only pencil.
the one pencil. Okay. I would like to recommend all of you buy the A3 folder. Please put
Yeah.
please put
After
all
this,
your drawing. Yeah, you need to manage well your work in put in the A3 folder.
and this is the lightweight, but maybe I will
Oh, the plan.
more the
Yeah.
pen I will more thicker.
Yeah.
Uh,
You need to differentiate the building using a thicker line, the
mm,
trees, the big trees a bit thicker a bit, then the shrub lighter. Yeah, like I show it to you. So you need to apply the line profile.
uh, and this is the practice of the line grid.
Okay.
Mm, wait, this is vertical, horizontal side.
All right.
And this one is horizontal.
Okay.
I think that's all.
Between line is big gap. So you draw it again. I think the vertical line, the between line is quite a big gap. So you need a bit smaller a bit.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Thank you.
I
Yeah,
think
Zudin.
so.
Yeah.
So my scrub and the tree symbol is need to do much more. Or
No, I think that you leave it.
okay, add shadow, right?
Yeah, you can add
Okay,
shadow. So coloring later.
okay,
Okay,
okay.
thank you. How about Ariana?
Yeah, sure. I didn't really do much, but I can show you my what I have done so far.
Sure, sure.
So wait.
How are you, Ariana?
I'm good.
Where are you now?
I'm at my house
Kuching.
here in Sabah.
Oh, in Sabah, Kota Kinabalu.
Yes, Penampang.
Oh, Penampang. Okay.
So this is
Very
my
near to the
line
airport.
work. Yeah.
Okay.
I did a few. This is horizontal lines. Okay.
After this, go and buy A3 folder.
Yeah,
Put in the.
I have a tree folder actually, but I haven't put
Oh,
it in
you.
yet.
Okay, okay, fine. All right. I cannot see my because maybe the light. Okay, good. Now I can see it. We can see it, right?
Just
Okay.
a bit more. These are verticals.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
And more verticals, and then this one are horizontal and vertical together.
Okay. I think that one need to be revised.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. And then My trees. These are my trees.
Okay, that's good.
Then some of my palm.
Palm. Okay, but don't let your empty space. Yeah, you can
Yes.
fill up. Yeah.
And then I think the shrubs I did it too small. The spaces.
Uh-huh.
I
Okay.
think I will revise on
But
that.
you still have a lot of space there.
Yes. This is for what do you call sketches. This one
Hmm.
is
Okay, that's good.
I
That's
look
fine.
at it from the
Uh,
internet.
please write. Okay, for all sketches, need to write the title. So
Okay.
so below you can put the title of your sketch.
And this one is the second one.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Yeah. So I think that's about it.
All right. Thank you, Arina. So let me share. Maybe I'd like to give you some guidance here, or not this one. So let me. I think most of you. Okay. Let me. I think in your line exercise. So I want you to practice. Oh, I want you to complete like this. So the gap between line not so huge. Okay. I want you to get like this. Can you see it? You can't see
Yes,
my
yes,
pen.
yeah.
You
Yes.
can't see my pen because
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
what you can see just a line moving. Okay, now I'm using my touch pen here. Okay, you need to practice like this. You can see the border as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't draw the border, but when you start drawing, you give a space like that. So this is example that what I want you to come up. So the line between this, the line gap are not so huge. Okay, this is the uh, horizontal line. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Then the vertical. So again like that. So then we draw the vertical. Vertical line is a bit longer. Okay. So I need to draw. So now you can see the grid like that. Is it okay, guys?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, I want you to consistently get this kind of grid. So now you can see the square looks fine. I want to practice this. No, this just want to show it to you. But what you can see now, this is almost similar, right? Practice your eyes. Mata kita kena fokus. Okay? This is the example. Can you do that?
Yes.
It's
Yes.
more consistent in terms of how you divide that grid and between the vertical and horizontal line. Okay, I think that's all for today. Lecture. Alhamdulillah, I managed to show it to you some example, and for this, continue do all exercises that I already give to you. Vegetation, symbol, hardscape, a line, then the draw the plan, line weight, handwriting. Okay, don't forget about architectural handwriting. Then plus this week 3 sketches. So next week I want to see 3 sketches. You can do more, 4 or 5. That doesn't matter. So I just give you 3 sketches. All right. Okay, guys. I see you back at 4 o'clock
Yep. Okay, teacher.
today.
Okay.
Right. Take care.
Thank you,
Assalamualaikum.
doctor.
Bye.
Thank you, Doctor.
Tiga dokter.
I see you back at 4.